political grandstanding.
Hi everyone, it's Show here.
Chu's testimony comes at a challenging time for the platform, which boasts more than 150 million American users and more than 1 billion worldwide. Its parent company, ByteDance, is under investigation by the Department of Justice for alleged spying, and the Biden administration has threatened to ban TikTok unless it divests, while Congress pledges more action.
The chair of the committee says she plans to move quickly on legislation involving TikTok. In response to the CEO's testimony this morning, Chinese leaders announced that China has never, nor would it ever, ask any company for data or intelligence in foreign countries. Back to you, Tony.
Yeah, lawmakers saying that's hard to believe. Nicole, thank you very much. We are joined now by Commissioner Brendan Carr.
Yeah, Commissioner Brendan Carr, tell us on whether or not TikTok could be banned. All this dick riding Xi. I mean, I listen, when there's a dick that deserves to be rode, I'm gonna ride it, okay? I'm gonna fucking ride it harder than the top of the hour ad break hits you in the fucking face. Do you understand me? Because at the top of the hour, there is a 3-minute ad break, okay? If you no longer want to see those ads, as we continue and talk about the FC Commissioner Brendan Carr and whether or not TikTok could be banned, if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or you can do for free with a Twitch Prime. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Use your gifted subs here if you would like. The man from the ether, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I mean, there was like 1 million different fucking gifted subs that came earlier. So if you haven't gotten one, I don't know what to tell you. Steve A.O.K., thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Infinite Ryman, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Of the FCC, that's the federal agency that oversees our country's communication laws and regulations. Commissioner Carr, good morning. I want to clarify, you don't have direct control or regulatory power over TikTok. Now, that could change, but you have been leading and shaping opinion on this issue. So to the more than 100 million Americans who are using this app apparently without great concern, why do you support a ban?
Yeah, look, I think the evidence we have now is crystal clear. For years, TikTok represented that very little data, if any, goes back to Beijing. And there was a blockbuster story over the summer that got internal communications that said, no, in fact, quote, everything is seen in China. There was a story that they were using the app, TikTok, to surreptitiously surveil the locations of specific Americans. They denied it. Later, internal emails came out that said, no, we're doing it. As the segment noted, FBI and DOJ are looking at that. Ahead of our most recent midterm elections, the CCP state media set up TikTok accounts to target politicians here for divisive content. So I think we have a lot of evidence of the risk. And look, I testified before that same committee many times, sat in that same chair, and I've never...
Dude, I love this because, like, again, literally everything that they're saying is just about social media. This is like, you know what this is like? Okay, I'm going to use a very Twitch-related argument for this, an analogy. This is like when Trainwreck constantly fucking gets mad at me for shit that like XQC's doing or for shit that like everyone else has said about him, even if I haven't done anything, right? But because he can't like yell at them because those are his friends, right? And they have big audiences and they have a lot of overlap. He has to fucking yell at me instead. Like I'm the enemy here. And that's exactly what it is with China. Like every single thing this guy's saying is about every social media platform. Like the argument is for every social media platform, except on top of that, they're just saying China. And it's weird. It puts me in a weird predicament. It puts me in a weird position because like they're not wrong. The things that they're talking about are bad. Like it is bad. They're right. It's just that it's not going to stop. They're just only mad because China's doing it. Does that make sense? It's such a weird thing to watch where I'm just like, dude, I totally agree with you, but also like, what the fuck are you saying? Yeah, Facebook knew their algorithms were fucking up the minds of adolescent children, causing them to be depressed and even on the even attempt to commit suicide, and have a fucking whistleblower bring it to light. I'd rather have China own the same thing. At least I'm helping fund a bullet train or some shit. No, they're not. That's not happening. No, I don't care. I don't care who owns it. I don't give a shit if China owns it. I don't give a shit if Argentina owns it. okay? I just do care about like the government regulating certain aspects of this, though. Does that make sense? What is this? Oh, yeah. Republicans loving guns until a minority starts arming themselves in response to people calling it for their eradication and targeting them through legislation of violence. Funny how that happens. Oh, I love that. I don't know, man. Oh, yeah, we're going to do the Afro Man story in a little bit. It's just, it is fucking hilarious, dude. And ultimately, for a lot of young people, I think it basically comes down to I enjoy China. I enjoy TikTok. That's it.
Never seen anything like that. Really, the day could not have gone any worse for TikTok.
Do you think we'd be having this kind of conversation if TikTok were owned by, say, a Swedish company or a Finnish company like Angry Birds or Spotify, for example? Is it about it being Chinese that's really driving all this concern?
He's going to say,
look, we have a baseline level of concern with all applications.
Here's a good, that's actually a very good question. Now, the reason why he can ask that question is not because he's like looking for biases in the situation. They both already are China bad. The reason why people can like basically get away with being like, yeah, no, I think it's an additional concern that China owns it. In any other situation, people be like, wait, what? Really? Like, that's fucking crazy. Not on this one, though, because everyone is already operating under the behest of, no, that's not a very rare U.S. media W. You don't understand. They already have manufactured the consent, which is precisely the reason why they can get away with literally openly stating it. Do you not get it? No one will fight back against you except for like some of the worst nerds on the planet that say it's xenophobia. Do you not get it? This community is one of the few communities where there's like a more neutral stance towards China, and that's why like a lot of people go, "Oh, dude, you're a fucking communist." You know what I mean?
Whether they're based in Europe or Silicon Valley itself. We've had a lot of hearings in Congress about that, and there's work right now on sort of data privacy laws that would put some baseline protections in place for everybody. But what we're seeing is there's something exceptionally unique about TikTok. And one way we can see that is there's a sister app, Douyin, that's available in China. TikTok itself is not. And there they show education material, museum exhibits, science experiments to kids.
He's right.
And here we get things like...
He's right. He's fucking right. He's right. He is so right. This is 100% correct. But it also pertains to every single social media platform. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all of it. He is right. But it's every single fucking social media platform because the Chinese government heavily regulates it.
Content that shows young girls eating disorder and self-harm. And so I think there's something very unique about it. That's why you see bipartisan support. FBI Director Chris Wray.
Yeah, it's so unique. You famously have no eating disorder commentary on fucking any other platform. Come on, brother. Come the fuck on, brother. Jesus Christ, dude.
Democrat Senator Mark Warner, chair of Senate Intel, saying that TikTok itself scares the dickens out of him.
Yeah, there are parental concerns, there are security concerns. Lawmakers seem to have a pretty clear line of thought on this. TikTok is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is Chinese, and under Chinese law, it is accountable to the Communist Party there in that country. With that chain of events, is there anything short of an outright ban that you would support?
No, I don't see it at this point. Even the White House last week reports where they went to TikTok and said, look, you either have to divest Chinese government ownership, Chinese ownership, or face a potential ban. I think that's the right thing. The most important thing that the TikTok CEO had to do yesterday was build some level of trust and credibility with Congress. And in that effort, I think he completely failed. And so we'll see. Look, there's still a lot of time left. There's still a lot of issues, potential hurdles to get legislation passed or to get the Treasury Department, which is looking at this, to take action. But really, the trust is just bottoming out for TikTok. And it doesn't look good. Look, there's 150 million Americans that are on this for sure. And so we got to make the case to them very clearly that there's a risk here.
All right.
That's so funny.